Today, we're going to talk a little bit about truth within our class. The word for truth in Sanskrit is satya. And I love weaving this, or peppering in, sprinkling in this theme, because there's so much light that comes from our practice. And I personally, and this is just my own little piece, I think of that light as my truth, or maybe a part of my truth, and that the rest of the pieces that I think are me, like my body or my beliefs or whatever, that they're not really my actual truth, but that light that shines through is my truth. And I think it's really fun to discover what your truth is throughout your practice. And that can also go for how your body feels in practice. So sticking with what feels good, sticking with what's true for your body, not over pushing or being too lazy, finding that honesty, that truth of what really feels right. So we'll explore that a little bit today. Let's bring the palms together at the heart. Gently lift the heart, pressing the knuckles of the thumbs into that little divot in the chest bone and lifting. Let your spine lengthen. And then you can close the eyes and ever so slightly bow the head. Setting an intention for your practice today. Deepening your breath into your intentions. Let them cultivate. Now open the hands so that the palms are facing forward, sending good energy for everyone else's practice today. And eventually let it all go. Hands can release. And sitting in the chair, you can have your hands resting on the thighs. Make sure that your feet are underneath the knees. They're not too far forward or back. Let your shoulders gently glide back and down. And again, you can close the eyelids. And let's find our true breath, the right breath for us. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Letting your belly relax so that as you inhale, the belly can puff forward a little bit. The ribs will flare out like the gills of a fish, and the chest might expand a little bit as well. And as you exhale, everything will gently deflate. The more space that we have in the belly for our breath, and the more that will come into that energetic state of rest and digest, moving away from fight or flight. So breathing into the belly is very centering, very calming, and it accesses your parasympathetic nervous system. Let's try to count to 4 on our inhale. And try to count to 6 on your exhale. Good, and allow those transitions at the top of your inhale and the bottom of the exhale to be soft. No pressure. It's okay to have a natural little pause there. Good, and now let go of the counting and just let your breath develop. Contract the throat slightly so you can hear your breath sounding like the ocean. Ujjayi. And on your next exhale, release the hands so the palms are facing forward. And following the breath, we'll link our movement to our breath. So everything is a breathing exercise. Breath comes first. On your inhale, start to reach gently through the fingers all the way up to the sky. Fingertips touch at the top. As you exhale, begin to bend the elbows and let the palms of your hands face down, centering, smoothing any scattered energy. Good, following your breath. Let there be space. Let there be little moments of pause. Good. And as you continue, you can start to let your body make any little movements that might feel good. You might tilt the head up on your inhale. Just allow yourself to stretch and explore. Let's take one more. Pausing in seated mountain, keep your same breath. Bring your hands to the knees And begin to circle your torso. Again, find your truth within it. How would the body like to move within this circle? And reverse the direction. Let go of any tension in the jaw or the tip of the tongue. The next time that your heart reaches forward, let your elbows bend out to the sides. And take a breath here. And then slowly start to fold, laying your belly down on your legs. Let your head start to hang. Your hands can stay on the knees or let them glide all the way down to your feet. Can you find new spaces in the body as you breathe? And gently nod your head, yes. And shake it, no. Bring your head to stillness and press into your feet. On your inhale, begin to look forward, reach the arms out and up, rising all the way up. Palms completely touch. Exhale, bring them down through the center line. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, draw your right knee in towards the chest. You can hold the front of the knee or underneath. Inhale, gazing up, lengthen your heart up. Exhale, round the back, drawing the knee and nose towards one another. Inhale, lengthening, arching. On your exhale, rounding. Inhale, step the foot down, reach it out and up. And then exhale, open your airplane wings as you fold forward all the way down. One nourishing breath here. When you're ready, press into the feet, ride your inhale all the way up. Get even taller, palms touch. Exhale down through the center line. Inhale all the way out and up. exhale, draw your left knee in towards the chest. You're exhaling here. Inhale to lift the heart, arching, maybe gazing up. On your exhale, rounding. Let it down, reach it up. As you exhale, opening wide, as you fold, see if you can reach back through the sitting bones, reach through your heart even more. You're lengthening as you come all the way down. And we'll come into a breath of joy here. So we'll inhale 1/3 as we reach the arms forward and up. And then before you inhale again, let your arms release. And inhale, 2nd third, reach them out to the side and up. Good, let them release. And then inhale, 3rd third, reach them forward and up. And then exhale with a sigh as you fold. Let's do that again, nice and slow. Inhale, 1/3, coming up. Don't breathe, let the arms release. Inhale, 2nd third. Arms release. Inhale, 3rd third, they come forward and up again. Exhale. And go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Keep going at your own pace. One more. Inhale all the way up, arms straight up, hold the breath. Lift your pelvic floor, try to squeeze the energy up your spine and through your arms and fingertips. Exhale, charge your space around you as you let your arms release out and down. Good, inhale, reach it up. Palms touch, exhale, draw the right knee in. Inhale, arching. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to arch. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach the foot and the hands forward. Exhale, knee to nose. On your inhale. On your exhale. And it's okay if you end up doing more than me, or maybe you do one in the time that I do too. Just stick with your own rhythm. This time we're going to lengthen. So as you draw the knee in, point through the toes and get taller. Yeah, good. Shoulders glide down the back. It's like your belly button is engaging in order for your spine to lengthen. And you might feel a little stretch happening in the center of your chest. Good, let it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, left knee draws in. Inhale, arch the spine, draw those shoulders down the back. On your exhale, knee to nose, I like to really push my elbows forward to get into the backs of the shoulder blades. When you're ready, start to reach the left foot forward, hands reach forward on your inhale. On your exhales, knee to nose. This time we're going to lengthen on the exhale. Glide those shoulders down the back. And let it down. Open the legs wide. Sit back in your chair. Let your elbows stick out to the sides and reach the heart forward as you gently press into the feet and reach the sitting bones a little bit back. Good. Send your breath into the line of the inner thighs. And then if you'd like to, you can start to go side to side, tracing that U shape with your upper body. Maybe inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Good, and eventually fold at center. Maybe the fingertips come down. One more breath here, make it a little bit slower. On your next inhale, bring the hands to the knees and glide it all the way up. Let your palms face up. Before we come to standing, just relax your body, relax your mind, and just notice. We've done about 20 to 25 minutes of breath and yoga. What does that feel like? What does it feel like to draw your attention to notice the little sensations or shifts in the body? Even if you notice nothing, are you aware of being conscious? of watching. Let's deepen our breath. Bring the palms together at the heart, remembering your intentions. Remembering the good energy that you sent to everyone for their practice. All of us here together. Inch your feet together. Bring your hands to the knees and let's glide up to standing. Bring your chair in front of you with the seat facing you. There we go. Feet are on the ground about hip width apart. The chair is about a foot in front of you. Let your palms face forward. And find your breath. And find your gaze point. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, bowing. You can bring your palms and your forehead to the seat of the chair. On your inhale, press into the hands, gazing forward in a flat back. On your exhale, walk your feet back into downward dog. Reaching the hips back over the heels, letting the heart melt down towards the earth. On an inhale, gaze forward. You can spread your fingers if they're on the chair, or if they're wrapped around the sides, that's okay too. And nice and slow, take a couple breaths as you glide your heart over your hands. Draw your shoulders down the back and hug them in towards the body. Press back through your heels and down through your wide fingers. And then ever so slightly start to draw your pelvis towards the front of the chair and start to lift your chest, like you're reaching your chest forward and up. Now on an exhale, nice and slow, little bend in the knees. Reach your sitting bones all the way back as far as they will go. Nice long spine. And then let your heart melt, let your head melt. One step at a time, walk your feet up, coming into a flat back, gazing forward. And then exhale, bow. Press into your feet, inhale, reaching out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring them down through the center line until they release in mountain. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, bowing. Inhale, flat back. This time, we're going to step the right foot a little bit underneath the chair. You can have a very subtle bend in both knees. Lean onto your right foot and step your left foot back. Good, and then draw your left heel towards the center of the mat and straighten both legs. Good, and you want to be lined up so that, like, I need to inch my front foot forward a little bit more so that your hands are underneath the shoulders. You don't want your shoulders way back here with your hands super far forward. So you want to be pretty centered over the chair. Good, that looks better. Yeah. Now bring your right hand right underneath your heart in the center of the chair, and bring your left hand to your left hip and start to rotate your heart to the side. You're coming into triangle pose. Good. You're going to feel it in that inner thigh. You might also feel this little twist in the waist. Good. Now press a little bit into both feet and try to lengthen your spine right up through your crown. Breathing here. Maybe take the back of your left hand that's on your hip and glide it to your low back. Or maybe even keep gliding it and try to touch your right thigh. This is called a bind. Good, draw your left shoulder back and try to gaze towards the back wall. Keep your breath. And slowly start to unwind. Bring both hands to the chair. Your heart is facing the chair now. And your back heel can slip back a little bit. Yeah, so it's not so rotated. Good, and you're just folding gently over this front leg. You're reaching the sitting bones back. The arms are holding you up. Gently bend both knees, come onto the ball of your back foot. We're going to do something a little wonky. You're leaning on your back foot. Start to reach your right foot all the way back behind you, stretching out. Three-legged dog. And let that right foot down, downward dog. Bend one knee and then the other, walking it out. Inhale, gliding forward into plank. Exhale, maybe let the hips drop a little bit towards the chair. Lift the heart. When you're ready, downward dog. Let the jaw relax. Can your head relax a little bit more? One step at a time, walking flat back. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way out and up. Palms touch, exhale, like you're an open channel. Let energy come all the way down through your feet. On your inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, bowing. Inhale, flat back. Bend both knees slightly and inch your left foot farther under the chair. Lean onto that front foot and step your right foot back. You're going to step back with the toes and then draw your heel a little bit towards the center of the mat. It's at that 45-degree angle. Good, and then just adjust yourself. So sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error just to find that perfect position where your hands are underneath the shoulders, your legs feel comfortable underneath you. Good, and then bring your left hand to the center of your chair underneath your heart. Bring your right hand to the right hip and start to rotate your heart to the side. Good, you're in triangle pose. Now press a little bit into both feet. Feel that nice base underneath you. And then imagine your spine lengthening from tailbone to crown. Yeah. You can stay right here and breathe, or wiggle those right fingers that are on your right hip. Take the back of the hand and glide it over your low back. Or maybe the fingers start to reach all the way towards that left hip or that left thigh. Your right shoulder glides down the back and you start to gaze towards the back wall. Keep your breath. Good. Very slowly start to unwind. Eventually that right hand comes to the chair. Good. Your heart is facing forward. Your back heel might slip back a little bit just to be comfortable. Good. And reach your sitting bones back a little bit as your heart reaches forward. It's like you are folding over that front leg. Bend both knees ever so slightly. Come onto the ball of your back foot. And start to lean back onto your back foot, dragging your front foot behind you and reach it all the way back behind you in a three-legged dog. Whenever you're ready, you can let the left foot down, coming into down dog, walk it out. Last vinyasa. Inhale, coming forward into plank. Stay here or exhale, let your hips drop. Inhale, really press into those hands. Can you lift the heart a little bit higher? And when you're ready, let's meet in down dog. Walk it up, flat back. Let it go, folding. Inhale all the way out and up. Exhale, open channel, letting energy pass through you. Constantly passing through. Good, bend the knees into a subtle chair pose. You can actually let your feet be a little bit wider, so maybe shoulder width apart. And then take the hands forward and roll out the wrists. Good, keep your breath. Roll in each direction. Good, and then shake them out. And you can bounce a little bit with the knees here as you shake the wrists out. Good, and let the hands come down. You're shaking the wrists out, shake the shoulders too. Good, start to let your heels bounce a little bit, your knees release. Waking up all of your chi. Good, come into stillness. Notice the echo. Step back away from your chair so that you can do a breath of joy without hitting anything. Okay, feet can be hip width or shoulder width, whichever you prefer. Knees are soft, they have a little bounce to them. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3. Let any stress, any tension, any worry go. It's not who you really are. Let it go. One more. Eventually inhale with the arms up, hold the breath. Imagine that you're squeezing your energy upward. Good, charge your space as you exhale out and down. Good, let's come into Shavasana pose. You can come to seated in the chair or you can lie down on your back. And we'll slow down the breath of joy. So I'll give you a moment to just get settled, and then we'll do a little bit of breathing together before we completely let everything go. So when we practice breath of joy, the 3-part inhale with those little pauses in between, we create pauses in the mind. And so now in Shavasana, we'll make those pauses a little bit more spacious. You're always welcome to go at your own pace, or you can follow me. We'll just do a few. So let your natural breath take over. And then feel the bottom of your next exhale. Let your exhale out and just give a little bit of space, a little pause at the bottom. And then inhale 1/3 and pause. Inhale 2nd third, pause. Inhale 3rd third, pause. Exhale, let it go and feel the bottom. And take a full inhale. Full exhale, feel the bottom. Inhale 1/3, pause. 2nd third, pause. 3rd third, pause. Exhale, feel the bottom. Inhale 1, pause. 2, pause. 3, pause. Exhale, feel the bottom. Inhale 1, pause. 2, pause. 3, pause. Exhale, feel the bottom. And take one more at your own pace. Eventually, let this breath go. And it might take a moment for your natural breath to find its rhythm. Imagine the backs of the eyes softening. Allow the tip of the tongue to relax. Relaxing the throat. Relaxing the heart. Relaxing the belly. Relaxing the pelvis. Relaxing the legs. Feet. tips of the toes, tips of the fingers, the crown, the tip of the head. Taking a deep inhale. And letting it go through the mouth. If you're laying down on the ground, you can roll to one side. And make your way back to seated. Letting the hands rest on the thighs. Let's just take 1 minute. Letting your ears open. Allowing the energy of this practice to it's like you're just watching the body and the mind. So any benefits from this practice that you might be aware of, you can notice those, and there are also benefits that we might not be aware of. Good, and as you sit here being aware, you can also ask this question of yourself: who am I? And you don't have to answer the question, but just allow it to repeat a few times. And inhale deeply. Exhale, bring the palms together at the heart. Honoring this heart, this body, mind, soul. Honoring your ability to listen. Exploring the truth of self. Let's seal this practice with the sound of Om. Inhale with me. Exhale all the way out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Namaste. Thank you for being here.